It's one thing to go look at retention rate by segment, enterprise, mid-market, SMB. And then it's another thing to go look at, go listen to 200 gong calls and understand what actually happened on those calls. And then it's another thing as you continue to cut the layer of onion down that you start to understand the entire post-sale customer journey. So literally from the second someone signs a contract at that company or prospect signs a contract, who does what? Not person, what role at the company does what until that customer sees their next renewal? How are we doing with onboarding? Maybe GRR or retention rate is actually an onboarding issue. We're not onboarding fast enough. Faster time to value. And so that's how, as you cut the layer of onion down, you can see if you have a natural curiosity, you will eventually land on the so what. If you haven't landed on the so what yet, you haven't continued to dive down that rabbit hole to find, that next layer of onion to cut through, that next, call it, crumb to fall. And so it was through that lens that we found that whole list of so whats, which spanned from product, engineering, the type of CSMs and account managers we had, speed to time in terms of onboarding, leveraging AI to create QBR decks and all kinds of things. And so it was a holistic issue. And retention, I think most folks in finance need to really understand and appreciate that a commercial metric like retention is not ever a silver bullet issue. There's no one thing that fixes that materially. It is a systemic problem. And our job as finance leaders and operators really is to find the holistic solutions to that. That's something I realized when you go look back on, you see a company grow from a baby to, call it, 20 times larger, 25 times larger than when you started, 30 times larger than when you started, and a great outcome, happen. Then you're like, okay, interesting. That was a fun journey. And you get addicted actually to then not recreating the exact thing you solved at that business, but for the natural curiosity of, wait, I can join a company, figure out more so whats, and learn and reuse some of those lessons you took from a prior business and become a better version of yourself. So it's that journey that's, that I think that gets me excited every day. And it's not necessarily the thing I'm doing that day.